Your life has already been changed because you clicked on this video. I want to talk about a sustainable way of manifesting. This targets all of your manifestations, and this is one of the strongest ways to manifest your desired reality. Before we get into it, you are more than welcome to subscribe. On this channel, I talk about all things law of assumption, so if that sounds good to you, I would love to have you here. If you are currently manifesting your SP, I highly recommend for you to enroll in my Manifest Your SP course. Click the very first link in the description box down below to enroll, or go on RitaKaminski.com and click on the Manifest Your SP tab. If you would like to book one-on-one coaching with me, you can click the second link in the description box down below, or go on RitaKaminski.com and click the one-on-one coaching tab. If you would like to join my collective coaching, click on the join now button right next to my name. If this collective coaching, which is on members only on YouTube, is not available in your country, you can join by clicking the Patreon link. It is the exact same program. I really want to hammer this in your minds. Nothing matters except for the definition of law of assumption and acting on that definition in the most simplest way possible. And this definition is really simple, so you should have no problems. So anything else that you have learned, drop it right now. What you assume to be true in your reality is true right now. That's it. All it is you knowing that in this reality, right now, you have it. And by you knowing that you have it right now, it is so. It is in your 3D reality now. It's not you assuming that it will come. It's not you feeling the feelings. It is just assuming, like you assume that this channel is real, like you assume that you are a real person on this planet, like you know that your hands are real, that your hair is real, that your YouTube account is real, that everything that you really know to be real right now, that is you assuming that that is real, and it is real. So in the same way, I want you to assume everything that you want is right now true in your reality. So with that being said, I want you to stop doing every technique, and when you wake up in the morning, you are just living your normal life, right? You wake up, you do what you gotta do, you go to work, you take your lunch break, go back to work, maybe go out with some friends, go home, rinse and repeat, right? Whenever the thought of your manifestation comes up, or any worry or doubt, or anything that's like, it would be nice if I had this. For example, you're standing in line ordering a coffee and you think to yourself, it would be nice if this line moved faster. This is the saying that I want you to say. The reality is that this line has moved faster. If you are manifesting your SP, whenever the thought of him comes to your mind, you are thinking, the reality is my SP is my boyfriend right now. From the biggest thing that you want to the smallest inconvenience. I want to be really real here. This is really powerful stuff. This is big boy, big girl information. If you want to repeat yourself all day, you can. That is a very fast way of getting your manifestations. But let's be really for real here. The definition of the law of assumption is that what you assume to be true in your reality now is true in your reality now. It is already done. That's it. You need to, when you're saying the reality is that I have 1 million subscribers, the reality is that my SP has texted me back, the reality is that I'm 40 kilograms, my skin is clear, the reality is that I'm financially free. You must know it to be true right now. You are not convincing yourself. You are not being delusional. I want to be as clear as possible here. You know, whatever it is that you're saying, the reality is that I have 1 million subscribers, and we all know that I'm manifesting that right now. You know that in this current reality, right now, in this exact moment, it is true. In this moment. It's not coming. It is literally your reality right now, not a parallel reality, not something to get to. It is your reality right now. You're not focusing on the affirmation, you're focusing on the meaning behind the affirmation. This isn't robotic affirming. This is you understanding, internalizing, and knowing that you have this thing right now. You have to do that process yourself. If you can't fathom that, this video is not for you. You can go about doing your robotic affirmations. This is actually following what law of assumption is, what the law of assumption means. It is whatever you think it is. It is the truth right now. So when I say the reality is that I have 196,000 subscribers, I know that to be true, right? I know that to be true. You know that to be true. Everyone knows it to be true. In the same way that I say I have 196,000 subscribers, I'm going to erase that and I'm going to say I have 1 million subscribers. I'm not looking at what you're seeing, what I'm seeing in the 3D, how I'm feeling. I am purely recognizing in this current moment, I have 1 million subscribers, period. It is as simple as that. You need to really comprehend what is being said here. It's not like you're having faith in it. You know, like as a fact, like believing and knowing are two complete different things. You're not believing in anything. I'm not believing that I have 196,000 subscribers. Why would I believe in it when I already have it? You have your SP, you have that job, you have that money, you have that career, that success, those friends, that clear skin, that weight, that relationship with your parents that is the best life, that social media fame, everything, and anything. From your world to the conflicts of this world. From going to 1950 to wanting your skin to be green. It doesn't matter if you are saying the reality is that I have a free coffee right now, or the reality is that I'm living in Hogwarts, or the reality is that I have 1 million subscribers. It's not about the contents of which you say these things. It is about the knowing that right now you have them and denying everything else outside of that. But your knowing in this has to be so strong that you're not even denying anything, because that would be BS. Like it would just be a waste of time for you, because your knowing is so strong that you have this. And so what I do is when I'm in the shower and I'm thinking about like however many views I get every single day, I say the reality is that I get 100,000 views. And I know that to be true in my reality right now. It is a calm knowing that this is a fact, but I just don't see it yet. But that doesn't matter, because the views that I'm getting right now is not real, because everything starts from the mind. And I know that my reality up in here is that I get 100,000 views per video. Everything else outside of that, I'm unavailable for. It is not my reality. I'm not living in the end, as in, what would the Rita that gets 100,000 views per video would feel like? What would she see? How would she act? I'm beginning and ending in my mind. Everything that I see in the 3D, unless it is the 100,000 views, it's not real. But we're not focusing, we're not putting our energy into ignoring the 3D circumstances. We're not putting our attention on affirming. We're not putting our attention on sats. We're not putting our attention on stopping the wavering or the resistance. We're not putting our attention on how would it feel or how much more should I saturate. This has not been done maliciously, but what has happened is there has become so much amazing, really informative stuff that has helped all of us grow. But in the conclusion of that, we have gotten lost in the source. We need to bring it back. See, this is what happens. Instead of focusing your energy into knowing that the contents of your desire is done, you are putting your energy in, I need to stop wavering, or I need to figure out how to live in the end, or I need to live in the end. Just the fact that you are putting in your efforts into living in the end is slowing down your process. Just the fact that you are thinking of how to affirm, or you are saturating, or you are doing anything other than knowing that this is true in your reality right now, you're wasting your time, unless it's fun for you, which I'm not just doing this one thing. I'm doing things that are fun for me. I'll get into following your happiness a bit later. But the main thing of the law of assumption is that you have to know that it is in your reality right now. So when I'm saying in my mind, the reality is that I have 1 million subscribers, I'm not then going and saying, okay, this is how many affirmations that I have to do today. What are the affirmations that I have to do today? Oh, it's not working. Or, okay, so I've said that. So now how do I live in the end? Oh, the Rita that has 1 million subscribers, she would earn this much and she would look like this and she would be doing this every single day. So let me go out and pretend that I'm doing these things, or let me elicit specific feelings that will lead me to that manifestation. I am going to feel elation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. All of that is just outside noise. And again, it helps, but let's just bring it back to the very start. It starts and ends with your mind. So whatever feelings and thoughts that I have after that moment where I say the reality is that I have 1 million subscribers is me already living in that truth. Everything else is fake. I'm not making myself, forcing myself to feel and live in the end where I have 1 million subscribers, or I'm not forcing myself to stop doubting myself. All of that is excess energy. It's all energy that you are giving to everything else, every other idea outside of your desire. You must focus on your desire being real right now. You must focus on the reality right now being you having your desire. That is it, my friends. You don't need to do this for one thing. That's why I'm saying this specific way of doing this will target all of your manifestations, from huge, you can have infinite amount of huge desires to an infinite amount of small desires. My problem is I have 2 cats and they won't stop eating each other's foods. Now, one of my cats is damn near a newborn kitten, so he is on a specific diet. He has kitten food, right? So I said, the reality is that my cats eat their own food. And I am knowing that to be true right now. Not that it's gonna come true. And I'm not getting into the state, I'm not getting into the feeling, I'm not conjuring up affirmations, I'm not mindlessly saying that nonstop over and over again. I'm saying that once and I am knowing, and I don't even want to say assuming, because if you look at the definition of assuming, it's assuming something without proof. You have proof. Your proof is in the mind. Your validation is in here. Your proof, your validation, your 3D reality is in here at the end of the day. You have to know that within yourself, and I can't do that for you. No one else can do that for you but yourself. I take a second to really internalize, to really know for a fact that my cats are eating their own food. Then I move on. Then I again go about my day. If I start thinking about it again, or I see it happening in my reality again, that they're eating each other's foods, I say, the reality is that my cats are eating their own food. I'm not stopping and thinking, why hasn't this worked yet? It hasn't worked because you haven't internalized it correctly. I'm not ignoring it. I am viewing it for what it is. I'm registering in my mind, thank you so much for showing me that I haven't internalized this properly. Let me do it again. If I'm worrying about it in 5 hours, what are my cats up to? Are they eating each other's food? The reality is that my cats are eating their own food. Know it as a fact. Whenever anything pops up in your mind or in your 3D, like your mom saying, hey, you've gained a little bit of weight. Be nice, be kind, be polite, play the role. Oh, really? Oh, okay, I guess I'll go on a diet. Or that's a hurtful thing to say, Mom. I would appreciate if you didn't say that. That doesn't matter. But I would advise to just stay calm, peaceful, and kind at all times, and just know that everything starts from here and ends from here. So that hurts your feelings. You are internalizing. No, the reality is my mom is always kind to me. We've taken a second to know that into your reality right now. And the reality is that I'm permanently 40 kilograms. That's it. That is my reality right now. It's in the same way where imagine you get a phone call right now and it's from your mom and she's saying, hey, your sister just had a baby. How would you take that? You would take that as the truth. You would register in your mind that in this current 3D reality, your sister just gave birth to a baby. Whatever feelings that come out from that are natural. Elation, being happy for your sister, feeling wholesome. Whatever it is, that comes afterwards. But do you see how when you get good news or you get news in general, you register that to be real? That is what law of assumption is. You are registering this desire to be real in your reality right now. So I want you to use that line. The reality is that I'm in a relationship with my SP. They are only loyal to me. It is your job to register that in your reality. How do I know if I've done it correctly? Because it's come into your life. How do you know if I haven't done it correctly? It hasn't come in your reality and you're still spiraling. Thing works for another person. Not everyone can just know it into being. You have to robotically affirm. Don't listen to that bullshit. You have the ability to create your reality right now. Understand it into being, know it into being. Know that this is your reality right now. And then we are following our happiness on a moment-to-moment basis until something else pops up, or you start having that urge, that yearning of, I miss my SP so much, I want to be with him, this is so painful. No. The reality is that I am in a relationship with my SP right now. I don't care how many times you do not believe it. We are saying it and we are knowing it into being right now. There are no more excuses. You have been given a hack to life. This is literally motherload on Sims. You get 50,000 simoleons times infinity. You've literally taken the red pill in the Matrix. I don't know what to tell you. It is what law of assumption is. It is whatever I think it is. If you want the easy way out, you can robotically affirm. I'm not knocking robotically affirming. I'm saying that if you truly want to be a master manifester, you will learn how to know it into being. You will learn to know that this is in your current reality right now. Even if you do not see it, you know that it is in your reality. It's in your mind, therefore, right now, instantly, it's in the 3D. It's not coming, it's here. I really want you guys to get this, and I want to go as detailed as possible with this, but I really, truly don't know how to make it any clearer. It's literally the same as you getting information in the outside world, you getting paid, you checking your bank account, you seeing and registering the amount in your bank account as reality. You go on your phone, you look at news, and you understand that to be true, right? You think that the news can't lie to you, yet you're thinking that things that are up in your mind is a lie. So you're just trusting outside sources, but you can't trust yourself. The way that you get information and you register it to be true is the same way you should be telling yourself, I have 1 million subscribers, I have $1 million, I have a boyfriend, I am married to Josh. You should be registering that information when you say the reality is that I'm married to Josh, is the same way you know to be true that this news outlet is saying this many people died in this country. That is all it is. So practice saying whenever the thought pops in your mind, or you're faced with an unfavorable circumstance in your 3D, or you're worrying about it, or you're thinking, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I got a free coffee? Or wouldn't it be nice if I was 10 kilograms lighter? Wouldn't it be nice if I could just eat whatever it is that I wanted? Anything that pops up in your mind today, just say, the reality is that I can eat whatever I want without gaining weight. And know that to be true in your reality. Send that information up into your brain as a fact right now. Know it into being once. Just know that it is a fact. That is literally it. So with that being said, I trust that this video gave you the guidance that you needed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because I know you loved it. I hope you have an amazing day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.